Hi folks, thanks for watching this video on drivinglessonscork.ie. Today we're going to go through 10 top reasons why people might not do well in their driving test. From my experiences as a driving instructor over the last 16 plus years. First reason I find people might not pass the driving test a fair bit now is that they actually show up to the driving test with a vehicle that's actually defective in the eyes of the driving tester that they get on the day. Now, folks, try and have your vehicle in good order. When you get the date for your driving test from the Road Safety Authority, they normally give you information on what's required of your vehicle for the driving test. So please do read up that booklet or PDF file cover to cover and have your vehicle in good order for the driving test. There's a fright for people to be sent home because the car they bring for their Category B driving test is not in good order. Secondly, people get too nervous on the day of their driving test. That does happen a lot. People put a lot of work into their driving test, a lot of practice, a lot of lessons, a lot of effort. Their driving test means a lot to them, but on the day of the driving test, they just get too nervous. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. So folks, go into the driving test with the mindset that you've done all your work and just give it the best shot you can on the day of your driving test. Thirdly, people's observations are poor as they go around during the driving test. Do look around going through a junction to any roads that are to your left and right, just like that. One quick glance each way is all the driving tester wants to see from you, and that will satisfy the driving tester. Do you use your mirrors properly? Do you make use of the MSMM routine for checking mirrors when you're going to do maneuvers? I've done a video already on mirrors and observation that you should be using in your driving test. So have a look at that if you want in the list of YouTube videos I've done. Fourthly, people are poor at reversing in their driving test. Reversing around a corner to the left, which is what they do in a Category B driving license test. It just demands practice. You've got to practice it, folks. Maybe make up a method of your own for getting the job done safely. I often find if people talk themselves through it, it does help. Again, I've done a video on that in my list of videos on my YouTube channel as well. Have a look at that. See, does that help you? It may not. But again, try and develop your own method of reversing around the corner to the left as best you can. Then I would say vehicle controls is another reason. A fifth maybe a reason from 10 that, people fail their driving test. Your operation of the vehicle controls must be very smooth. You cannot afford to have the vehicle jolting or be cutting out as you're driving around on your driving test. No bunny hopping either when you go to take off in first gear. Okay? Have the vehicle controls as smooth as you can. Also, roundabout positioning can cause people to, not do well in the driving test. If you look here on my Facebook page, I have diagrams here of some of the roundabouts they have in Cork, where I do my work. And as you can see, these diagrams of the roundabouts are very complicated. I've marked out in colour all the routes people might get in their driving test. But even still, and giving people these diagrams, and we practice them a lot in driving lessons, people still get positioning wrong in the driving test on the roundabouts concerned. Another reason people might struggle in the driving test is maybe hazard reaction. Now, a hazard is anything that causes you to change your speed or change your direction. such as vulnerable road users on the road, like cyclists, pedestrians. Do you react well to buses that you meet on the route? When they're parked up or about to pull off. If a bus is signalling to pull off, you've got to try and let it go if you're not already in the process of overtaking it. Another reason people find they do struggle in the driving test, reason number 8, is progress. If you react well to the hazard, it must be safe reaction, but your progress in dealing with the hazard must be good as well. You don't want to unduly delay. Another reason people struggle in the driving test is maybe they don't give enough clearance to other vehicles on the road. When you're passing a parked vehicle, try and give a door's worth of clearance, if possible, and when safe to do so. Or maybe oncoming vehicles, maybe they give too much clearance to parked car and they're too close to an oncoming vehicle on the road. So you'll be giving excessive clearance to parked vehicles in that case. And finally, the last reason people might struggle in the driving test is how to react to traffic controls. Do you stop at stop lines, which are continuous white lines in front of you in a junction? Do you react well to traffic lights? Do you know what to do with a traffic light, for example, if the lights are stuck on red for a long time? Do you know what to do if the traffic lights are broken? These are all things you've got to learn how to react to. And hopefully you'll get to learn how to react to all these things in the driving lessons that you do. Okay, folks, that's the video for this evening. So thanks for looking at the video. Thanks very much indeed for your time. And if you like the video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button on the video as well. Thank you, folks. Until the next time we make another video, that's all for now. Bye until the next time.